Hey gamers, it's G from the corner, and it's been a while. It's been almost a year since Street Fighter 6 launched. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's been a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, that we're almost done season one. We're just about done it. At the time of this recording, Akuma just got a release date confirmed. He's going to be dropping May 22nd.
Mm,
And so that got me thinking, I wonder what's going to come in for season two, because obviously we knew every character coming to the game since like June 2022. So it's been like 2 years since anybody's actually been able to speculate about Street Fighter 6 characters. And I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of excited. Maybe let me bring on a friend for this too. So joining me today, we got Shu over here.
Hi, it is me. I am a shoe.
Mhm. Yeah, she is. She is literally a Shu. I can confirm. Can confirm. But we both have a history of this series, and we played a decent amount of 6. We liked it. Haven't been following what's been going on with it too much, but we know where their mind kind of is right now, at least with the character additions. Season one was interesting.
It was honestly the only unexpected choice they had there was literally Ed. Just
Mhm.
because when I was playing Street Fighter 5, I dead ass forgot he existed. I just knew him as like one of the two clown-looking twins, and then that was it. I don't even think I fought any of them in Silver Rank.
Yeah, it's really weird to me that season one includes 2 characters from Street Fighter 5. I feel like off the bat they would have wanted to hype people up with characters who haven't been in the series in a while, and not characters who were literally just introduced in the last game. Like
Well,
the first character was literally Rashid.
yeah. I mean, I have no problem with Rashid. Honestly, I liked him in Street Fighter 5, but I know a lot of people were fucking annoyed at him because they just said he was downright oppressive to play against, but I was just like, he kind of feels like Jamie Mains now in Street Fighter 6 to me. It's just some of them are really good and some of them are they're still learning. That's the nice way to say it, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, from what I played of Rashid, I liked him in 5, and I liked him about the same in 6. He's not like my kind of character 100%. I didn't see too much of him online because I don't think I was playing much the week he dropped. But I thought I was like, okay, it's kind of odd that we're bringing the poster child of 5, or well, one of the few poster childs of 5 back as the first DLC character. But then it's like, hey, here's Aki, a new character, and I mean, so far my favorite character of the season. I think we can both agree on that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's great.
She actually made an appearance in 5, but nobody plays the side stories, so nobody's gonna care.
Oh, she was? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she was in a side story, I think, called Toxicity.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess it's kind of weird. There's technically, if you want to spin it in a way, 3 characters from Street Fighter 5 in the first season, because she is kind of reminiscent of Fang or however you say his name.
Yeah.
So I mean, she doesn't play exactly like him, right?
She doesn't play exactly like him, but I feel like that's what Fog means almost wish he would play like, because
yeah, so it works out.
He was bad.
Yeah. At least we'll never get Fong. And then there was Ed, who again, I think Capcom didn't even really care about bringing him back. I don't know, it was weird.
I feel like they literally said, yeah, we can't have too many bangers, Akuma and Rashid and Aki, you're dropping this patch. Let's just find some child off the street, and that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, literally. And then, of course, we've got Akuma, and the gameplay trailer just came out. He looks sick. All right, all the supers look crazy. The new stage looks cool. I can't wait for him to be the best character in the game again. So exciting.
Honestly, at least I've been keeping up with some of the Akuma discourse. Yeah, he started off strong, and people didn't like that he was strong, and then they nerfed him, and then people just made fun of him for being a glass cannon. But honestly, I think that because Street Fighter 6 now it has the drive system, I think they can get away with not having his kit be so weak off of start off just to keep people from complaining. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see because he is dropping with the first real balance patch the game is getting. Like there was a few balance changes when Ed dropped, but not very many. I think it was just a handful of characters got tweaked. But this is like their hey, we didn't patch the game for like a year, so now we're actually gonna patch it with Akuma, and it's like okay, that's gonna be. I feel like that's gonna be a disaster.
Did they need to patch the game? Even in this year, probably not. I feel like Street Fighter 6 is kind of balanced in a sense.
I think so, but I know competitive. I know people more versed in the competitive scene keep being like, "Oh my god, they need nerfs and buffs need to happen." Maybe it's that they're used to it. It's not. They did a good version 1.0, pretty good, but
Yeah.
I get the need that people are like, "Well, no, they should be balancing all the time because I keep finding this thing and this thing and that thing." And I don't know. Maybe there's some things.
I also do feel like competitive players, because they play against like the same character over and over again, they're gonna be like, oh, well, this move is broken, and they might just complain a lot. But sometimes they notice stuff that like probably silver or gold players would notice too. But the chances of that are they've been pretty low in this game, at least in the little bit that I played. So it wasn't like Street Fighter 5 where it's some stuff was glaringly obvious within like the first month, so
yeah. I think my other thing, the other thing with season 1 of the game is that there's been a lot like less. I mean, it feels like there's been less going on because there's been less interesting stuff going on. Capcom's been focusing a lot on the battle passes they've been doing, where you get outfits for your story mode avatar as opposed to actual character costumes. We only actually got one character costume update this entire year. And it was that whole outfit 3 debacle. Oh my goodness.
Oh jeez, I remember hearing you complain about it for a while.
$7. Come on, man. I can't get over them. Too expensive. They shove it into the premium currency, so you have to buy 2 to buy 1. It's so awful and dreadful. And I want to hope that they'll change it, but I'm like, the game's still selling well. There's still hype generated by the game. Like,
even if it wasn't, they wouldn't change it.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like, oh well, we already did that once. What are we gonna do? Make outfit 4 cheaper? No.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
Like people would pay attention to that less if they didn't do the thing with the premium currency where you have to buy 2 of it.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
But because they did that, it's kind of ooh.
For sure. And again, this is the same game where base roster, you're only given 2 color swaps per character.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
Like what? Like what? And you have to like they even had a price point for outfit too, but you can unlock it in story mode. And that for some reason that one you get whatever. This isn't a Street Fighter 6 critique. This is a Street Fighter 6 season 2 predictions, expectations, hopes, kind of video.
We can criticize the game. It's fine.
yeah, but whatever. Let's get excited, okay? Like who do we want to see? I'm passing it over to you. First character. Who's it gonna be?
Honestly, like, I would pick my number one, like, absolute pick would be Vega.
Ooh. Yeah, I was thinking about him too. You know what? I was thinking that like every season at least, they're probably gonna want to at least throw like one SF2 character in there because they've got quite a few they still can bring back. And Vega seems like an easy winner for the second season.
Yeah, because I know I played him in Street Fighter 4, and like comparing Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5, I liked his Street Fighter 5 playstyle more, but I just kind of like him as a character. I also just can't see how they would make his outfit more modern, because he doesn't like fit that vibe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I was sad that I booted up 6 and I was like, he's not there, because I was so used to seeing him there for like the past like 2 games. I was like, oh.
Yeah, he did manage to crack base roster in both 5, 6, or both 4 and 5, which had like, 16 characters and was, oh my god, it was so much, whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I wonder what they would do to his look. I feel like they would just give him like a different kind of dancer outfit. Like, it'd be similar. It'd be kind of like E Honda's design change, where it's like he's just got more face paint and he wears a different colored belt tie or whatever you want to call that thing.
Yeah. I think the mask would definitely still stay. The claws would stay.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring out what exactly his actual costume would be.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would just kind of. I gotta remember what they did for him in Street Fighter V with like, because obviously that came in way more alternate costumes than Street Fighter 6. So there's definitely plenty to look at for inspiration there, but I'm not quite sure what they would do.
Honestly, I just remember his base outfit, and it was just kind of like, how would I describe it? It's like shipwrecked kind of gear, like from like the 1700s. Like,
Yeah, bro
but
looks
that's
like
not
a looks like an emperor or pirate or something. I don't know. You know, it's always the classic Vega look, but I think that they could do something with it that'll make him really cool. I feel like you could get a good Evo crowd reaction by pulling up a big trailer, being like, "Oh, Vega's back, guys! Oh my God, here he is!"
I would be so excited. I would pay attention to this game again.
Yeah,
Yeah. Although, like, my next three predictions are kind of just like, I would like them to be in there, but like, maybe that's a lot of bangers to put in there. Probably like Karen. I did like Karen, but I know that a bunch of people don't. I feel like a lot of people don't remember her. Because I feel
I'll
like
be
one
honest.
person called her Cammy Light, and it's
Yeah,
kind of true, but
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. She's one I always forget about. Like, she was in Base Roster 5. I don't know how I forget about her, but like,
uh,
I kind of think of like Armika and Sakura, two female characters first introduced in the Alpha series, right? And I know Sakura. Does Sakura have a rivalry with Karen, or am I thinking of Tekken? I think I might be thinking of Tekken actually.
I feel like she did in the story. Either that or they were working together. I don't remember.
Yes, there's some relation between the two of them. And see, then
Yeah.
I think like other no, okay, another character from the Alpha series who is a blondie. Oh, Armika. No, no, not Armika. That's Karen. And I'm like, oh, you mean like Colin, like the blonde girl who has
Precious
the ice? No,
lady.
you mean Karen. Yeah, I haven't played her enough to really have a strong opinion on her, but I think she would work. I think she could show up maybe a little bit later on down the road. I could see it happening.
Probably not this next season, but just because I played her, I would like her. Next is obviously like Colin. I actually don't remember anything about her playstyle. I just like
No, I will tell you this. I actually liked playing as her quite a bit. I played a little bit of her. Not a little bit actually. I played quite a bit of her when I played Five with friends for a little bit. And I remember really enjoying her play style. Obviously, funny ice lady is cool. That's kind of a wheelhouse of abilities we don't really see in this series very often. So it's like, hey, here's an ice user. Okay, sure, why not? She can just wield ice. You
Yep.
know, she had some cool stuff about her moveset. Maybe give her a redesign. I'm not sure what you do with her story wise because she was always like working for G, right? Or not G, Gil, right?
I think so. I didn't pay that much attention to Street Fighter 5 story. I just know that I actually bothered to play through it. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah.
odd. I don't know. They'll definitely come up with something.
Honestly, I don't
Big.
even feel like they need a story reason for them to be there. It's World Tour. Just add in another like
Yeah, that's the
entry.
thing. Like, we're kind of done the story, like, deep. I mean, there's always gonna be like little plots and backstories. Like, Ed has his whole thing about I'm trying to form new Shadowloo.
Yeah.
Aki talks about Fang and her stuff, and I think, well, Rashid's a streamer now, so like,
That's not a storyline. He's just becoming a TikToker.
I wish they
Like,
gave. Off topic. I wish they gave Akuma the baby. They should have given him the baby like they were gonna in Street Fighter V, but they chickened out again.
oh my god.
They
No, we
chickened
did
out.
not like have a child.
That was so funny. I can't. I heard that shit, and I was like, no way they were actually gonna give him a baby. That's crazy. Mhm.
No. He's not allowed.
All right, but
Um,
since we were running through yours, who is the final pick? Who is the final one that you're really thinking like, yeah, that needs to happen?
Poison. Because I like
Poison. Oh, bro, look. We all like Poison for many
Poison for a lot of
reasons.
reasons. Yeah.
For a lot, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, woo! We love Poison. We love Poison around here. I played a little bit of her in 5. I've never played. I've actually, no, okay, that's not true. I've played 4 once or twice, but I've never played. I've never seriously sat down and played it. But I played her quite a bit in 5, and she's fun. She uses a whip,
whip. Ooh, fancy. Even, but
It's always fun having like final fight characters as well, having that little bit, because obviously they won't do guest characters, but it's nice when they do that little, hey, here's a character from an old ass arcade game that's never coming back, you know? That's
Yeah.
always cool.
Yeah, I think would I classify Poison as a zoner? Kind of. She's kind of like Aki, where it's like there's zoning is kind of a part of her kit, but I think she's like one of the only two that I like. So I think I would be interested to further deteriorating the Street Fight 6 meta more with another zoner. So
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine what kind of redesign they could give her?
there's so many possibilities.
There's so many. There's so many possibilities. Oh man. What if they just put Roxy in instead? Like her alternate palette swap from like Final Fight or whatever. That's just also the exact same character but ginger. And they're like, oh no, Poison's not in the game. Here's Roxy, and she just plays like Poison.
I will be sad. It's not the same. It's not.
It's
The
like
same.
literally the same character, but it's
It's not the same.
well, new
She's
character, guys.
ginger.
Whoa. Yeah, that'd be great. Oh man, yeah, no, those are great picks. Oh man. So you know what? All right, so first one. This is the one who I just want because I'm like, look, I know if this character gets in, I'll probably play the crap out of them, and I want them to come back. But I know they're gonna come back. Like it's no doubt in my mind this character will be here soon, and I think season 2 would be a good fit because you know her play style is pretty simple. And I think it'd be a good. You could have a character like this, you know, not every season because there's not. I don't think there's enough Shotos to put in the game every season. So
I really hate that that's what they called that.
so I think that Sakura coming back next season would be pretty banging. I'd be down. I'd be very much down for that. Love playing as her. Love her little jumping spinny, jumping Tatsuyaku. Tatsuya. Oh my god, I said it completely wrong. It is not Tatsuya.
Yeah, honestly, I have a personal vendetta against Sakura mains from Street Fighter 5, so I can't say I wouldn't be happy if she didn't get in. I would be like, but I think she is also, yeah, like, she's definitely gonna get in at some point. It's not like
I wonder if she'll get much of a design change because she actually got a pretty major redesign in Street Fighter 5. They gave her that esports commentator look. Maybe they could go even further, you know, I don't know. In my mind, I'd like either you give her an even more formal outfit or you make her dress like a slob who's like esports commentating from her basement or something. Like, I don't know, one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, considering that all like the characters in Street Fighter 6 are like slightly older, I guess. Some more obvious than others. I don't know, would she be like just a salary woman or something? I don't know.
I think that wasn't that what she already was in 5 though? Because it's weird, because like her whole thing, like the way that she was treated in 5 is kind of like how they treat characters in Street Fighter 6, where it's like, okay, they're older now because it actually takes place after Street Fighter 3. This is the furthest point in the timeline now.
Yeah, a timeline is not real. But she also has like one of the most possibilities for like any redesign, but like would the redesign just be like what we wear normally now? Probably. Possibly.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun, and of course you'd have her outfit too. Well, then you can. I mean, of course, if there were more costumes, you could have her her original design, her design from Street Fighter 5. You know, just a bunch of stuff. But Capcom be Capcom. Oh well.
Oh, well.
Yeah, she'd be great. But you know, one thing that I think personally gets a lot of people excited with this kind of with any fighting game really is okay, new entry. Here's the characters we're adding in this game or as DLC. And it's just nice to see somebody who hasn't been in the game in a while. At least they weren't in the last entry. And there's plenty of characters who never made it over to 5. You know, a handful who never even made it over to 4, who I would love to see. I'd love to see get in. One of them, this one's like such a big fan request. Everybody wants him. But I'm like, God damn it, stupid, dumbass Ed. Makes it now maybe they're gonna wait because he plays too. Now they made him more of a boxer. I'm talking about Dudley, of course. All right.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember much about him. I'm gonna be real with you.
Dapper British boxer. He needs to come back. All right. He entered the tournament just to get his dad's car back. Like, bro, This guy is the GOAT. He needs to be in Street Fighter 6. But the unfortunate truth is they just made Ed more of a boxer, and
So
they
they're
gave
not
him like
there.
they gave him like no kicks. He doesn't kick anymore. He just does the little flicks. And guess who else did that? Dudley did. And it's like, I mean, they're gonna wait.
Oh no.
They're gonna wait on it or not do it at all. I hope they at least do it. I'd be really bummed if we just get Ed and Balrog again and Dudley somehow. I feel like there's enough fan demand for it. I don't know why they didn't do it this season, but whatever. Maybe next season or later.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this guy right now, and yeah, I don't think he's making it in.
No,
I'm
want him.
sorry.
I want him. But there's a few more though. There's one. This one's for good old Macaque. You've seen him around. MKOK, as the professional Smash commentators call him, because they can't say that name. He wants this guy, and I want him too, because he's just a lovable little lad. Hakam's got to come back, right?
Let me see if I remember this dude. His name is familiar. Oh yeah,
the red man who oils himself up all the time.
How did I forget about that?
He's amazing. He is a national treasure who absolutely needs to come back.
Honestly, how many big characters do we have in this game? We have Honda, we have
Blanca, Honda, Geef, and Marissa. Beautiful Marissa. Those are our big boys and girl.
We could have another one.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome in there.
Yeah, I think so. Although, granted, Hakam is my friend's pick. My pick, if I had to go with like somebody who's big from Street Fighter 4, who I think they could have some fun with. I want Rufus to come back.
Not fucking Rufus, bro.
I want. All right, look, from what I recall, people do not like Rufus, right?
No.
But I think with characters like this, you've got to give them a second chance. You know, like I'm looking at Guilty Gear Strive DLC, right? And Season 3 has been incredible. We got Johnny, we got Elfelt, we got Abba back. We just got the Slayer trailer last night too. That was amazing. He is so hot and cool. All right, like, but the issue is like, I feel like it kind of wears off. Okay, yeah, they're bringing back fan favorite popular character who was in the last few games. I mean, Abba wasn't, but like, you get the big picture. They did a popularity poll before the season started, and after these characters were already in development, literally all like 3 of the 4 characters this season were the winning results across all regions for like most requested character to see return. I think everybody in the top 4 is in the game now. So it's like
it does. But Rufus is not.
I think they got to shake things up. I don't know. I think there's some fun things you could do with him. His whole backstory was that he always had a rivalry with Ken. He was like, "Oh, Mr. Masters, I'm gonna get you." But now Ken is a hobo because he was wanted for terrorism. So he could probably take some like dark comedy swing at that. Like, "Oh yeah, I'm not a terrorist. I'm like that filthy Ken."
Honestly, it'd be really funny if he just like had the like most massive glow up ever, and he's just like, "Haha, you're homeless now."
No, that would be way better, actually. Forget what like if he was actually professional now, like if instead of wearing his stupid outfit, he was wearing like a business suit.
Was it a business suit or was it a fucking like weird leotard?
No, he was wearing like a weird look up what he was wearing. It wasn't a business suit. I'm saying what if he like dressed formal now? He just wore like, I'm picturing like DJ's outfit 3 where he's wearing that like shimmering tux like that and like gold as a main outfit or something.
Oh yeah, no, that would be really funny. That would be good.
It'd be so great. I'd love it.
That is the only case for having him back in this game again.
I think he should come back this season. I think it'd be a good curveball. If they want to announce all 4 characters, or if it'll even be 4, who knows? Maybe they want to be cool and do 5. I don't know. I think he'd be a great pick, and since I said potentially 5, I'm gonna throw in one more pick. You guys all saw it coming. Okay, obviously I'm gonna pick this character. I mean, like, he's literally me for real. I gotta say, G better come back, okay? Funnily enough, guys, G from the corner myself. I actually love playing as G. He's such a fun character. I love being like, light him up, and then just, finger guns everywhere. Such a fun guy. He needs to come back, please. Tell me he's coming back.
We're talking about the American man, right?
The American man, the president of the universe, or whatever he said.
You know what? Honestly, because I thought he was really funny in 5. Fuck it, bring him back, guys.
Bring him back. It's so funny because I remember they did a poll actually a few months ago. Who's your favorite main series Street Fighter antagonist, right? And it was like M. Bison from Street Fighter 2, Gil from Street Fighter 3, Seth from Street Fighter 4, and apparently they consider G to be the main villain of 5? Like, what?
Who thought? Huh? I mean, was there... Who? Huh?
He was not in the story.
He was...
No.
No, he wasn't.
The story, he came out when Arcade Edition, he was like season 3 or whatever, and the story update was like season 1 or 2, right?
Yeah. But like, why him antagonist? Because I remember literally it just says his fighting style is like all of the fighting styles of the world. That just sounds like someone with like a main character complex would say.
I mean, he shows up and says, "I am president of the Earth," or the unit, whatever he says. I don't know. So, I think he's a nut job. I feel like obviously you can't put him in the story now because they already did their story. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'll expand on World Tour further because from what I've heard, it kind of ends on like a cliffhanger and doesn't really satisfyingly end or something. I never finished it. It got way too grindy and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But
no. World Tour was. It started off good, but it's too long.
It's too long, and then it gets to a point where either you gotta grind like it's a shitty JRPG, or you have to carry a bunch of health items and constantly pause the game to heal yourself. Like,
yes. Oh my god, bro.
It was ridiculous. I grinded until I could unlock Juri's outfit too, and then I stopped because that's like literally the second last one anyway. So woo!
It's not worth finishing it, especially if it ends up on a cliffhanger like they said. It seems incomplete to me.
Yeah, maybe G could come in and fix it, No. Maybe he shows up and he's like, as president of the Earth, I want to start the King of Iron Fist tournament. It's Tekken now, that's right.
Oh my god. Well, I feel like Tekken, this is going off on a tangent, I feel like Street Fighter 6 started off really strong, and like they've held their position, but Tekken is just like really good. It's just a shame I'm not a fan of Tekken. So.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I said this to a few friends a while ago, but like both games, unlike Street Fighter 5, launched very well, and then the honeymoon period kind of ended. It took a lot longer, in my opinion, for Street Fighter 6 to hit that point, because we were just like, okay, whatever, we'll wait for updates. But with Tekken, the game comes out, and then a month later, they're like, by the way, there's a Fortnite shop. By the way, here's the battle pass. By the way, this, that, this. Like, they just had a trailer with a bunch of updates, and people are like, oh, what do you mean? Photo mode is the big free mode you were hyping up. What? Like, balance changes in the fall? Oh no! Like,
oh man, fighting games are honestly, I feel like I don't want to be the doomsayer, but I feel like they're dying. And I think that the only way that like it'll get a big revival outside of like being hyped for like characters, like dropping every like season is probably if we get a new Smash. I
don't think fighting games are dying. I think these games are all selling well. I know Guilty Gear is doing financially better than that series has ever done before. These games are selling well. These games are being received well. It's just that I feel like right now they're kind of burning a lot of goodwill. And if they keep up at the pace that they are going, chasing these battle pass trends and making that the big thing they're doing instead of like actual big updates or actual they're doing characters obviously, but if that's all we're getting instead of like the in-between smaller updates you'd expect, then I think they're going to burn that goodwill by the time, say, Street Fighter 7 and Tekken 9 come around, Yeah. I mean, NRS did that. That's why nobody gives a shit about MK1. They burned their goodwill, didn't rush the game out, and that was that.
Yeah, I honestly feel like, because Weirdly enough, when Street Fighter V came out, people were complaining about the fact that there was like too much story. I don't know if this was like a widespread take. I personally didn't feel like it was that much story. I feel like World Tour is more tedious, but I almost feel like fighting games are gonna have to start having better stories that aren't just like, oh, fight, fight.
Yeah, like it's so weird because I mean I don't know. From what I remember, didn't Street Fighter V like not launch with the story mode at all? Like there was just like the mini arcade mode where you got to see the characters' stories.
Yeah, it was just the mini arcade mode, and surprisingly, people liked that better. But like, do we even really get that in Street Fighter 6? Do we even get
There's
that?
arcade mode. Yeah, there's I mean, there's arcade mode and it has the mini stories. Like that's where you're gonna find your hey, here's what Ken's up to. Here's what Ryu's up to. Like you'll get a cutscene at the start, you get a cutscene before the final round, and then you get a cutscene at the end.
Yeah, which is weird because like a lot of people were popping off about that in, like Street Fighter 5, like when the like first like patch dropped, and then I haven't heard anyone except like people who are dedicated to like character lore talk about that for Street Fighter 6. Mostly it's just been like, oh, it's really nice how Street Fighter 6 has been getting like all these players like that didn't like using like quarter circle back inputs with just like modern controls and making it easier, and there's that whole fucking thing. But
I think that's just kind of been the thing. Like that's like been the okay, how do we make fighting games more accessible? We do the thing, we make the game look really cool on release, and we also have we also have like a baby controls mode for everybody else. Which I mean, hey, I'll be real, if it was like 5-6 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, that's how I'm gonna play the game, whatever. Or maybe not, I don't know. If I had the opportunity, I'd probably like just learn it because I'm like, well, if that's how you're supposed to play the game, let me learn how to play the game properly. But it is a good feature. You literally, you play Jury with modern controls all the time.
Yes. Cause like, okay, let's get into like the little shoe progression history. Back when I was a wee lad in high school and absolutely unmedicated, I played Street Fighter 4 with just a keyboard, and I was cracked. So that was the most like peak I could do anything. Inputs, and it was not even like a problem. That was like a good time. Then like around Street Fighter 5 when I was playing like maybe like MK and like Guilty Gear at the same time, I was like, okay, yeah, quarter circle inputs, yeah, they kind of suck, but like you have to learn them. And like the older I get and the more that I play fighting games in between like that period and like Street Fighter 6 release, I was like, I feel like this is gonna destroy my fingers at some point, so I'm gonna not. But so modern controls really did bless me up because I was like, I'm getting too old for this. I can't do this anymore. But like, yeah, there's obviously like, I feel like they could have made modern controls not like you needed to button mash to be better than like people who are still doing like the original inputs, but not so limiting to like the fact that certain characters like get locked out of half of their kit, because that's what it feels like playing Jury and Aki especially.
Yeah, I guess maybe the only real solution would be to just have more buttons, or to just make special, or to make like special move into a button as well. Like I don't know, like make 2 special move buttons or something, and rework them.
Yeah.
It's weird because they.
Wait, there's a game that actually does this correctly, and it's a game that I absolutely fucking hate. Have you ever heard of My Hero Academia?
God damn it. How does the Arena Brawler get it right? Are you serious?
Is it the Arena Brawler? Or is it...
No, they only made an Arena Brawler.
Oh, that's the one like that's on the Switch, right? We're thinking of the same one.
Yeah, we are thinking of the same one. Okay.
Yeah, I just thought it was just like 3D fighting game. But yes, the way they did their special moves in that game was better than just like typical quarter circle stuff and like the modern controls, because they didn't lock you out of your like intended kit, but like obviously like the games are different. They're like My Hero Academia didn't need quarter circles, they didn't rely on that, but it's just what could we have gotten? What could we have learned from this?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I don't know, I'm intrigued to see where we go from here with Street Fighter and all the other fighting games. Obviously, I would have done I might do a predictions sort of thing for Guilty Gear Season 4 later, because I think I want them to shake things up. I could just say it's Dizzy Jam, Zappa. Oh, look, somebody from the 2D game, and like, fucking who's left from XR that didn't make the jump? Answer, or no, Venom. But like, I don't know. I want like Leopoldin to come back. I want like General Gabriel to be playable. Do something cool.
They
Like,
do something revolutionary. I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
it's hard to do in this current gaming climate, but like also
Yeah.
it's like a double-edged sword because it's like people want you to do something different, but if you do something different, they'll complain. So
Yeah, pretty much. I think they were just like, oh, the fans are buying our game. Let's put in all the characters the fans want, and the fans are happy, and I'm happy. I'm just like, am I gonna be bored of this next year? Probably not. It's not. It's infrequent enough for me to not care. Like that's the thing. It's been nice this fighting game resurgence because I feel like literally every few weeks there's like, hey, there's an update for one of the games. Oh, what for real? Okay, cool. I guess I'll check it out. Like, there's
yeah,
always something going on. And I just wish there was more of that for Street Fighter specifically, because again, literally, it's felt like the only times to hop back into the game in season one were July, which I mean, I was still playing the game at that point when Rashid dropped, September
mm,
when Aki dropped, December when Outfit 3 dropped, March, it was practically March when Ed dropped, and now again when Akuma drops in a few weeks.
no. I don't think I'm gonna hop back on for Akuma just because honestly Street Fighter ranked scene just seems very boring to me. But
I like
like
their system, but like, yeah, I get what you mean.
it's just like it feels like it's not a matter of like your skills, just how long you play. That's kind of
Mhm.
it. So
I hope they do they think of some other cool casual thing they could do in season two to kind of
yeah,
not keep interest, because there's obviously still interest. People want to hear about the game, but I get their idea is, oh, we're doing all these fighting passes. Look, here's a Mega Man collab event. Here's a Monster Hunter collab event. Like, but nobody
mm,
cares.
nobody
I'm not
cares
going to
about
use
that.
these outfits. I'm not going to. I can't play my avatar. I can't. It's not like I could even just have a bunch of avatars and play them in local matches or private lobbies with friends. Like I could be like, oh wait, here's my 20 user created characters that all use the movesets of the other characters, but have whatever a funny costume on. Like you can't do that. So there's no reason to ever want to do this. Literally, unless you are playing through story mode at the time of an event happening, or if you're going to do avatar battles. Who the hell's doing avatar battles?
Yeah, yeah. It's just yeah. The collabs are a little much because I know when I logged on December last, and there was like what probably 3 or 4 waiting for me, and I was like, okay, but I don't care about this.
Yeah, literally. Like they made a big stink last Eve. Oh, we're doing a TMNT collab. The costumes were overpriced and they were only for your
Oh
avatar.
yeah,
Like nobody's ever gonna see those online unless you're. I mean, aside from being in battle lob, but I just go into private lobbies and play with friends anyway. So
yeah. Honestly, I guess that like it would be kind of a pain to make it so that the collab outfits were able to be attached to every single character, but
I
also like
understand that. But
you
like
could try.
my solution, the simple solution is just do what Five did and have like a costume for a character. I remember they did a sick Darkstalkers pack in Street Fighter Five where Jury had a Lilith skin, Chun-Li had a Morrigan skin. I think it was Cody who got like a Dimitri skin. It was really Minot got a Felicia one. It was really cool. It was
Yeah,
really cool. I was like thinking when they did that Spy X Family thing, I was like, it'd be cool if we got like, you know, costumes. Like Chun-Li's fighting Yor, she could get a Yor costume, even if it doesn't look exactly like the character. Okay, whatever. It's like if Chun-Li cosplayed as Yor, or if
yeah.
Guile cosplayed as what's the guy's name?
I don't.
As the
Never.
guy. They could do a
God.
silly costume for like the little girl Anya and make like Zangief just have a little
Bro.
funny. If you forget, I don't know. I think that's what I'm thinking. It'd be funny. I saw some other people say that. And I think that'd be great. You know what? Tell you what. Let's
Yeah.
wrap it up with one non-character hope for season 2. You go first.
Non-character hope? Like I
Just like
hope they don't
something
get
that
in
they
there?
should do. No, like not a character, but just like a hey, let's do something in season 2 as an update that'll drop in between one of the characters. That'll be like that's a good thing they should do it, and that'll like drastically improve like the game for you.
For me, honestly, me personally, if I get on Street Fighter 6, I'm just getting on to like fight. So I don't know. Besides like improvements to modern controls, I don't really have much else to complain about the game. I'm never gonna play World Tour again, so I don't think even if they fix that, I would touch it. But
Yeah.
fun. It's a fun. I'm trying to think of other fighting games what they do, but it's just not coming to me right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I pitched that question with an idea in my mind, and in the last 2 minutes, I forgot what that idea was.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, "Oh, this is a really good idea. They should do this during season 2 at some point, and it would get people more interested." But I genuinely forgot what it was.
It's yeah. It's kind of hard to think about one, but I mean, if you had one, I'm gonna let you ruminate with your thoughts.
I'm gonna say they should at least do like more costumes, just like regularly. Like it should not just be here's outfit 3 at the end of like the end of the year, and then you know outfit 3 is also going to be a thing for the other characters next season. Like they should do. They should make outfits that you don't buy from the in-game shop. You just buy them on the digital store, which I mean they're not gonna, but it'd be nice if they did.
You
And
know
they
they're
shouldn't be.
dollars. You know they're gonna make dollars jump.
Yeah, I know. But they
Costume.
also shouldn't be afraid to only release a costume for a character or two. Like, give us a 5. Be like, hey, next week we're adding what's something they have coming up? Resident Evil 9's coming out. We're gonna add Resident Evil 9 characters as costumes for these characters in Street Fighter 6. Maybe even, God forbid, a Resident Evil 9 stage. I don't know. Just like
No.
not a character, because I know they'd be like, that's weird, we have to keep it to Street Fighter. Or maybe they could try, and maybe now they'll try and be like, okay, no, Resident Evil actually takes place in the Street Fighter universe too.
No, they should
Playable
just give,
Ada. You
they
can
should
now
just give
shoot.
Jiren- they should just give Jiren Ada costume that I don't.
And they probably would do that. I don't know. That one's an easy one. I don't know why they did Resi costumes for Street Fighter 5, right? I feel like there was somebody got a Leon costume at some point.
Did they? I think I have to look that up, but I don't think I remember any Resident Evil costumes in Street Fighter 5. Unless it was for a character like that I didn't play.
Mentioning guest characters again actually got me thinking about this one stupid idea I had a while ago. And I was like, it'd be so funny. It'd be so fucking funny, right? So both Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 7 or Tekken 8, they both take place. They're the fall of the previous entries. We killed the main antagonist of the entire series. Heihachi is dead and Bison is dead, but obviously they both have to come back at some point in the future because there's no way you're never going to get Heihachi's moveset or Bison's moveset in a game ever again. But wouldn't it be funny if they just had some bullshit explanation where like, oh, when Heihachi died, he went to the Street Fighter universe, or when Bison died, he went to the Tekken universe. So you pull up to Evo one day and they're like, hey, Heihachi is the new character in Street Fighter 6.
Who are you? I would be honestly. Would I be excited? Probably.
I think it'd be great because first of all, they've actually done the Mishima playstyle in a Street Fighter game before. It's a game called Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So they can port that over if they still want to use that moveset. And then, hey, another Street Fighter character in Tekken. Why not? I don't know. Everybody's too busy asking for Tifa to come up with this incredible idea.
No, they're not gonna come up with anything. And I mean, like, even if they ported over the other moveset from the Street Fighter Cross Tekken game, I don't know if they would. Would they change it? Would they have to improve it? Probably. I don't know.
Oh, definitely. Literal complete joke idea. I think it'd be funny, but I see no world where Capcom actually does it. I think it'd be really funny. And like you could maybe be like they're just kind of out of their element. Maybe they're both wearing like Hawaiian shirts as if they're on vacation or something. And it's like, I have come to relax in Metro City because I don't know what's going on right now. Why am I here?
I've come to relax in Metro City is so horrible. That's so funny. But actually, on the topic of fucking Resident Evil costumes, you're not gonna like this.
Oh no.
So, you remember Urien from Street Fighter 5?
Yuri, he did get a costume. Did he get like a Wesker costume or something? Yes. Oh my god, of course he did. Here's one that probably will come back too.
Cammy got a Jill Valentine costume.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, now I remember.
And
who got a Leon one? Somebody got a Leon one.
No, there's no Leon one, but Colin got the Ada Wong one.
Send me a picture. I'll put it up on the video.
So bad. I'll send you a picture of all three of them. Honestly, Urian's the only one that looks remotely close. It's
I need
so
to see these. I
it's
recall,
so
just
bad.
hearing this again, I remember the juror, the cameo. Oh my God, that is not. Why is she still blonde but she has the haircut? What?
So bad. Oh
I like how
my
he's just Wesker with
god.
white hair. I don't get it. They weren't afraid to change the hair colors for the Darkstalkers one. Like Minot has blue hair. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. Jury. Actually, they kept Jury's black hair, and Chung's. Or did Chung wear a green wig?
Honestly, let me look that up right now. Hold on.
Yeah,
Like,
that 801 looks awful though. What even is that
makes
based?
me want to die.
Oh, what's that based on? Is that like a later? Is that like a Resi 5 or 6
That's
design?
Resi 6, yeah. The one
Yeah,
that
yeah. Because I'm like, that doesn't even look like. That's not like the turtleneck. That's not the dress. Like, what do they got? It's the face, bro. It's the
a
face.
shirt with like a cowboy thing. I think it was going on. It looked good, just not here.
Yeah. All right, this tangent. This has gotten so off topic. This is the great. No, this is the greatest Street Fighter 6 Season 2 prediction ever in the world. All right, you're not going to get a better one. You're going to tune into Maximilian Dude stream and be like, "What's this guy talking about? Why does he want Mike Hagar in the game?" There you go. That's one.
No, no.
Yeah.
I was surprised if they put him in there, but
They make a bunch of references to him. I think he'd be cool. But I'm not going to extend the character predictions list to 10. You know what? Give me one more, actually. Shu, give me one more, and then we're going to cut it. One more character.
I did have one more. I did have one more. Nobody's gonna remember this though, because okay, so in Street Fighter 5, there was this character called Rose.
I remember Rose is in Street Fighter Alpha. I think we all remember Rose.
Oh yes, but she's like a fan favorite. However, in Street Fighter 5, her release was so fucking bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, what happened? I know she came out like during the COVID season. It was literally like what season? It was like the hey shit, we can't get Street Fighter 6 out for 2022 anymore. Let's do Street Fighter 5 DLC for another year.
Yeah. So basically, from what I remember, she started off like really underpowered, and she was so like not like. Saying so technically difficult sounds like an exaggeration, but she was hard. She was hard to learn, and like the amount like you had to spend learning her versus like the actual power that she was putting out, it's like poking against like a Ryu main. It's not, you're not gonna live. So they eventually like buffed her, but by the time they actually went back to buff her, everyone just dropped her and forgot about her. So I was like, man, I liked their character design. They should try again with her kit and maybe not mess it up this time. So
yeah, Rose will probably come back at some point. Honestly, again, another character I could easily see being in the second season. It's weird, that idea of, okay, this was like one of the last DLC characters of the last game. Let's bring them back right away, but as DLC in the next one. It's like, that's kind of lame because you have to relive that hype cycle immediately. Like, that's what we're doing right now with Tekken, actually. The second, again, last night at EVO Japan, they just announced Lydia is the next character. And it's like, dude, Lydia was literally the last DLC character from the last game. Like, what?
That's crazy. But I mean, like, I don't know. Apparently, according to like Street Fighter, like Rose is popular. So I guess if they're fan favorites, people don't really mind, even though they go, "Huh, that's really funny." If that was,
I think, and also there's been more characters. Like, it's not like literally. She was the, like, when I say, actually, she was the last DLC character from Tekken 7. And then the second DLC character in Tekken 8 is her, right? Whereas with Street Fighter 5, like, she was the second character of Season 5. There were 5 characters, so there was another 3 after her. And there have been 4 DLC characters in 6, and we're probably going to get, she probably won't be maybe she'll be the first character, maybe not. Like, I feel like it's been enough time for it to not be lame or kind of disappointing.
I feel like she'd be better if she just got tossed in kind of like Ed did in like Season 3. Not Season 2 though. I don't think it'd be too soon.
That's fair, yeah. But that's gonna do it. I think we've exhausted everything about this possible discussion. This has turned into a diet episode of Triple KO with like V tier YouTubers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yes. Shu, I'm going to put your channel in the link in the description. I guess plug anything you want to plug here.
I only have my YouTube channel. I'm going to try and upload there at some point this year. When?
Yeah,
You don't know.
yeah, yeah. But
Incredible.
but yeah, that's gonna do it for today's discussion. Keep yourselves cornered for more of whatever's going on with this amazing industry right now. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.